In this video I fly back seat in the RV4 to film Matt in his RV7, and I drive Dad to the LAA rally where CEO Steve Slater acknowledges an award made by them to me for my videos.
My name is Tim Palmer. I fly a Jodel DR1050 out of this farm strip in East Anglia.
We're in the car, we're on our way to Sywell. It's Sunday the 5th of September. I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to get there this year, but Dad and I are in the car. We'll be there about 11 o'clock, a 2-hour drive. And I didn't book a slot because I wasn't 100% sure what was going to be happening. But anyway, looking forward to getting there and seeing what's going on.
Well, I've made it to the LAA rally. It's the Sunday. Came by car. Basically, I hadn't got a slot booked. We knew that we weren't going to be able to take off before 10 o'clock. And besides, I wanted to bring Dad so that he could have a little look. So here we are. We're having a walk around. Well, you're having a push around, aren't you, Dad? Yeah. So the component parts are actually quite small, aren't they?
Yeah.
So have you had a good time then, Ken?
Where are we? Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the weather's gorgeous.
Yeah. So how long before you fly here from Spain?
Well, it's a sore point. It's
He knows.
a slight financial problem.
Okay, all right then.
It's like a fuel.
The PFA LAA is celebrating its 75th anniversary, and in this marquee it housed some of the more unusual types.
What do you think of that one then, Dad? No. I know that John's got a couple of Pete and Paul's on his books. I should imagine visibility is pretty amazing.
you're on top,
I didn't want to go airside and leave Dad, so there's no film of any arrivals or departures in this video, with the exception of this one, which I included for James Good, who flies a 1948 Air Coupe from Nevada County in Northern California. James has produced some very interesting videos about his travels in the Air Coupe, and it's really nice that we both comment on each other's videos. We said it would be rather nice if at some stage we could fly together, but there's no way either one of us can get across the pond. One of the really great things about fly-ins now is that people can finally start getting together after COVID. This little food corner was busy. The hog roast was particularly good. Sorry about the photo, Dad. It was nice to sit around the table and talk aeroplanes, and some time before I recognised the Jodel design on their polo shirts, but it was fine as Phil had already asked me if they could use it. Later on in the afternoon we were back, this time to try out the ice cream.
Have you had a busy time?
Oh, really busy.
Excellent.
Double cane strawberry.
Yeah, that's for Dad. Is it good?
Yeah, very good.
Talking of meeting up with people, it was nice to have a quick chat with Johnny from the Flyer team and Instagram, Catherine from Transair, who's been doing a great variety of different flying recently. Rob from Sky Demon was quite impressed when I told him that my video on using the program to fly abroad had had over 10,000 views. And of course, it was nice to meet up with John again. We talked about his new aircraft, and if you haven't seen his rally report, you should. It's very good.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Flying Reporter, coming to you from the LAA Rally. It's Sunday the 5th of September 2021 and it's the final day of the rally at Sywell Aerodrome. I popped along to enjoy the sunshine and meet some characters. The first of those was Frank Cox, an ex-Royal Navy pilot who won the award for Best in Show and the Prince Michael of Kent Trophy for his restoration of this magnificent Fairchild Argus.
But the highlight for me was when the CEO, Steve Slater, shook my hand in recognition of the Pete Clarke Trophy for major contribution to air safety, saying that my much-watched YouTube channel was both a source of inspiration and information to many. I had in fact been awarded it some time ago, but COVID had precluded any form of presentation. It would have been nice to have flown in, but on the other hand, I couldn't have shared the day with my dad had I done that. He was both pleased and proud to have witnessed so many people coming up and thanking me for my videos and encouraging me to keep going and to do more. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all. As I said before, I don't attract large numbers, but I do have a band of regular followers. Your encouragement is humbling, and as long as one person enjoys what I'm doing, then it's all worthwhile. We'd briefed the formation part of this flight on the ground with Matt before we took off. He would fly Steady Eddie down the store towards Felixstowe and we would formate on his left hand side. John wanted this as the RV7 is side by side and he wanted to be able to watch Matt closely. The camera always makes it look further away than it actually was. getting ready for another run past him. I'm looking left because I know that we're going to have a sharp break that way. I find the Hollesley Bay really fascinating, with the River Orr being deflected by the sand and shingle bank to run parallel to the sea for several miles. I don't know if it still is, but Felixstowe at one point was the UK's busiest container port and handled half of Britain's containerised trade. Sometimes it's just nice to sit in the back and watch the world go by. This is the picturesque and famous Pin Mill on the River Orwell. And on the wingtip is Ipswich and the Orwell Bridge. I'm always amazed at the speed envelope of the RV4. From 175 mile an hour cruise on the way back to what feels like a very, very slow 70 mile an hour in the circuit. Speed builds up very quickly, so his approaches are always flat and as slow as possible. This week's video was a bit of a mixture, but it was a true vlog of the week. In next week's video, Sarah invites me to the first ever Kitty Hawk fly-in, and later on during the afternoon gives me a cockpit tour of her very nice Eurofox.
Most of the questions I had was actually about the mount, because before this I've got a gaping hole behind there, but it was just difficult to find a mount that would fit, so I ended up getting this koala mount on eBay, which is basically 2 strips, and you just put them however far apart you need them, you know, to get the iPad in. Okay. And I was a bit worried because of this, and I thought, oh no, is it going to rattle in flight? It's absolutely fine, doesn't rattle. But it's a lovely panel, it's really nice and simple and straightforward.